Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 65 of Shattered Image, and this one is titled Momo and Mina. Aizawa saw your nervous shift and spoke again. Everything is in place. I know this has been hard on you and your family, so I've made all the necessary arrangements. He said reassuringly, you just need to turn up, that's all. Yeah, okay, you said. Are the guys that I got that night going to be there? Yes, most likely. He replied, I advise that you look straight ahead and not make eye contact with any of them. Remember what I told you about keeping your emotions in check. I'm not saying that they will do this, but if they get the chance and feel so inclined, they may try and provoke you to anger so that you lose control and act out so that your sentence is increased. He warned, you understand your weak point. Treat this as a training exercise. You nodded. Okay, I'll be okay, don't worry, you said. He nodded. You are capable. Think rationally and you'll be fine. He reassured you. You felt proud. He really was like a surrogate father figure to you. It will be a public hearing, unfortunately, so there will be many members of the public there. Pick someone to focus on, either me, Sero, or your mum or dad. Don't let the facial expressions of others sway you. You nodded again. Okay, I get it. You replied. I'm glad you've done this early. Aizawa then said, patting the paper that he had now placed on his desk. Good to get it underway. Oh, hey, also, you said, I wanted to ask you, I've been thinking about my quirk, and you know how you said that you use your quirk in bursts? Do you think I could do the same thing with my quirk? Use it like a stun gun or something? You asked. Aizawa thought for a second and then hummed. I'm unsure. He replied, you'll need to talk to the psychologist about it and have a quirk risk assessment done at the hospital to see the capacity that you have for using your quirk. Oh, okay, you replied. Will the psych book this test for me? Yes, they will. He nodded. When's your next session? This Wednesday. You replied. Good. Ask them then and make sure that they document it. And I'll make sure the lawyers use this for evidence too. He said, this is good progress. You nodded with a smile. Yeah, I'm making some changes, you said proudly. Yes, you are. He nodded, glancing at the time. Go to class now, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for dropping your papers in. Also, would your mum like the coffee cup back? I have it here. Somewhere. He said, glancing over at the staff kitchen sink that had a few mugs sitting in there. I'll bring it to training this afternoon. Okay, all good, you replied, turning to go. Anyway, thanks, Dad, you said, and then froze on the spot. Aizawa too just stared at your back. Nothing was said for a second, and then you just bolted for the staff room door, grabbing your bag on the way out and slamming the door as you disappeared. Oh my god, how embarrassing, you wailed internally. I just called him Dad. Aizawa just smirked for a second and then shook his head and went back to work. I'm glad that she sees me as a father figure, although I must remind her I'm not her father. That lunchtime, you and Sero walked to your lockers to put your things away, and then Sero walked over to you. What did you feel like for lunch today? He asked. I think they're doing curry today at the canteen. Oh, hey, Mum made us lunches today. She insisted that I bring one for you, you said, as you reached into your locker and pulled out 2 bento boxes. Oh, wow. A home-cooked meal from your mum? Sarah asked with delight. I feel honoured. It's not that special, you snorted. Come on, we'll ask them to warm up the lunch boxes at the cafe and then head to the roof, yeah? Sounds good to me, he said with a grin, as he took one of the boxes from you and then you headed to the cafe. They kindly heated the boxes for you, and then you headed for the stairs that went to the roof, chatting as you went. Hey, also, reminder that the court date is next Monday, you said as you headed to the stairs with him. Yeah, I know, he replied. Don't worry, I'll be there. I know, you said with a smirk, stopping as he opened the door for you. You stepped out and then looked up and then stopped dead in your tracks, and Sarah ran into the back of you as he stepped out, making a small noise as he bumped into your back. Why'd you stop? He asked, looking up to see almost all of Class 1A sitting around on the roof. Oh, he said. You refused to move, so he stepped around you to your side and looked at you. It's okay. You know all these guys, he said. Bakugo, Kiri, Denki, Mina. You know Mina, right? Jiro, oh, and, Hi, Sero! Hi, Yin! Momo called. Oh, yikes, Sarah said softly under his breath. You scowled. What's she doing here? You seethed. Hey, come on now. Momo's okay. Sero said. I like you, remember? Not her. She doesn't like me like that. She's just our classmate. Hey, Momo, he called back sheepishly. You refused to talk. Hey, Sero! Hey, Yin! Kiri called brightly when he heard Momo call out and looked to see you both standing there. Hey, Kiri, you called back, still seething daggers at Momo. Come on, Sero said. I want to eat this lunch. It smells so good. And so he took a step forwards, walking towards the group, and you had no option but to follow, keeping one eye on Momo as you followed Sero, and then sat down right next to him when he sat, your leg pressed to the side of his when he sat down cross-legged. Oh, yum, Mina said as she crawled over to see what was in your lunchboxes. What's for lunch? Are they matching bentos? She then asked slyly. And what if they are? You snapped at her. Oh, nothing, she said as she smiled at you. If you're going to make comments, then make them at me, you said directly to her. Oh, Mina said, backing off immediately. I'm sorry, Yin. I was just teasing a little. I didn't mean to rile you up. I'm sorry. You huffed through your nose and looked at Sero. So you're going to open your lunch or what? You asked him, still a little arced up from your interaction with Mina. Oh, he said sheepishly, slowly popping the lid off and looking in. Oh, wow, that smells so good, Jero said. Right? You said to her with a smirk. My mum makes the best food. I believe it, she said. Well, try some, Sero. Tell us what it's like, Mina said excitedly. I'm gonna, he said, picking up the chopsticks in the lunchbox and using them to pick up a piece of marinated chicken and placing it in his mouth. Oh, wow, he said, and you beamed at him. Oh, that's really good. What did your mum use in this? He asked you. Secret, you replied proudly. Oh, it's so good, he replied. I bet it's not as good as my, cheese sandwich, Denki said, looking at the bread in his hand. It's not cheese, you idiot, Bakio snapped. Isn't it? Denki said with surprise. I was wondering why it tasted weird. You snorted and Jero had to cover her mouth, and you both looked at each other with a knowing smirk, and Sarah relaxed a little. At least you were getting along with Jero. What's in your lunchbox, Yin? Momo then asked you sweetly. You looked at her with a dark look on your face. She waited, but was feeling more and more uncomfortable the longer it was taking for you to reply. It's the same as Sero's, right? Mina interjected, and you extended your black look to her as well. She saw the look that you had thrown her and backed off immediately. It was obvious that you didn't like her or Momo, but it appeared that you were okay with Jero and the boys. Oh, what have I done to upset Yin? Momo wondered internally. I'll make a point of asking her straight out at the end of lunch. I want to resolve our differences as quickly as possible. And while Momo was thinking that, Mina had the same train of thought. Wow, Yin really doesn't like me, does she? She thought, I really need to clear up this misunderstanding as soon as possible. Maybe at the end of lunch I'll pull her aside. And so you ate your lunch alongside Sero, occasionally getting involved in the conversations around you, but clamming up whenever it was Momo or Mina talking. The two girls could feel the hostility radiating off you whenever they spoke, but they didn't have any option to speak with you until after lunch, so they would just have to sit tight until then. Yikes. Stay tuned for the next chapter 66 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.